So basically, what a process book is, well, just to sum it all up, it's just all the data and research that you accumulated, and in short, just justifies your reason why you design certain things or assets or deliverables the way you did. So when we presented to the city, D. Will and I wanted to do a follow-up meeting with them, and one of the ideas that I wanted to do, and I took on the challenge, was building a process book, mainly for us, and just to show the city, our appreciation, and just how we did our research, and where just packaging everything up, just that final touch, that bow after you just wrapped everything up. So we'll just go right into it. So process book, as far as like design wise, length wise, it varies. Me personally, I try to, when it comes to a process book, design wise, you want to make it aesthetically digestible, as far as like layout, data, pie charts, and things of that nature. And so how, as far as like how to design it, lengthwise, that depends on you. That's totally up to you. There is no right and wrong answer as far as like, a process book has to be this long, or it has to be this small, or things of that nature. So as far as examples, like I like to just design some tabs, because say if someone wants to like browse through it, or just glance over it at their leisure, they can go about like, I want to go to the proposal section, or I want to look more in research. Let me get into that and just look through it. So, as far as like going through it, I usually like to put like a, table of contents, as far as like, because sometimes the tabs, like it's just basically just almost like a bookmark in a sense. And, and I kind of just like narrow everything down. It's like, as far as like, this is the subject, this is how long it is, and vice versa. So proposal, this is just a little forward, talking about like our event and what each of us learned from the event. And of course, it's just old pictures of us. And when we did a follow-up meeting to the city, we wanted to also include, the proposal that we pitched to them, just so it kind of refreshes their memory, like, oh hey, remember seeing this, and it goes back. The reason why I wanted to do this was like, okay, you remember the proposal, now here is the information. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, say if you, or when you do a follow-up meeting with a city or organization, it's always beneficial to do a process book, just to show appreciation to the organization that's helped you for your event or whatever that you're trying to do. So when we wanted to present to the city was reference about how I went about it was bringing back our presentation, then going further into the research that we did, how we planned it, the layers to our event, going more into detail, how we design things, just like it's like mood board, as far as for I guess just mentioning like, okay, who's our guest artist at the time, just create more excitement. Just again, just going more into research and how we were going to execute or promote the event. And then as far as like where we got the data, when it came to the city, or like as far as our target audience, city.gov is always a good website for us. You can just, it goes really into detail as far as the city demographic, income. You can search it based on zip code, so like all things of that nature, like depending where your city is. I mean, it also tells you about the crime in the area. So city.gov is our go-to as far as like data for a city, or a rough idea where your target demographic is. And then these are just like final comps that or ideas that never saw into fruition, just mock-ups that we wanted to do when it came to our event. Of course, this just goes to other resources or like some other sponsors or vendors. Final analysis is basically just what we learned in our event, or your event, I should say. So, for example, is like, I mean, with every event, when it comes to street prolifics, like the last 3 that we held, like each one has been different, and there's been some challenges, and there's been some lessons, and there's been some things that D-Well and I talked about that we learned from, and we hope to not repeat. And again, that's where the survey data is beneficial as well. It gives feedback from the attendees and the audience, what they dislike, what they like, and we also included a little suggestion box, so if they have any ideas, we usually take those suggestions into consideration. One of them was a parent actually commented and wanted to see a little art section or segment for the kids, and so that's something that we actually been working on. And then the little parent section is just like, of course, like just more data, more thought process of like behind the event, and all that jazz and good stuff. So, but yeah. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. What a process book is, what's it used for, what's the benefits. Normally you would see this in ad firm, and when it comes to graphic designers interviewing for a potential job in the creative field, like as far as like major corporations like for example Taco Bell, or just big corporations, like as far as for graphic designers, these corporations want to see this, and this is a hint whether you know or don't know the business side of things, in that nature. So yeah, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. And any suggestions as far as like for if you want to see more of these videos, or any ideas in terms of like what you want to see in the next videos, just comment below or hit us on the DMs, and don't forget to follow us on Untapped Hip Hop. All right, guys, have a good night. Take care. Peace.